I like this party. It's not quite a Kragstead moot, but Crichtons definitely know how to stage a celebratory fight.
Sadly, we have to stop fighting for now. It's almost time for the closing ceremonies, and I'm expected. Official duties and all.
Oh, good. Another speech. I'll go and listen. When she's done talking, I'm back to beating on those mechanical men.
Thank you all for coming. This event is ending, but humanity's resolve will never waver. We have withstood every challenge thrown at us, because unity is our strength. Together, there is nothing we cannot withstand.
That's my cue. Hello, DR. My name is Scarlet, and I've come to play with you. Don't panic. Yet. I've been laughing my leaves off while your queen brays about trials and endurance. It's time to show how fragile human society is. To wit, these watch nights you're so proud of? Mine now. I've also planted a few bombs around the city to keep things lively. Bet you can't find them all. Ta for now. See you soon. Oh, and I'll be taking your queen with me. Hang on, Your Majesty. It's going to be a wild ride.
Never fear, my queen. Lord Farron will save you. Well, now that I did not expect.
I should mention there are 4 bombs.
Finally, some action. Come on, Rox.
Right where the Seraph are gathering up the civilians.
She's bombed our evacuation point. My soldiers. All those civilians.
Forgive the deception, Logan. Countess Anise's security measures depended on as few people as possible knowing about them.
I'm glad you're safe, but I'm your a Seraph captain. How can I serve if I'm not informed?
Don't be petulant. My job is to protect the Queen from her enemies. Yours is to seek out and destroy those enemies. There were indications of a threat, so I concealed the real Queen until it revealed itself. Now it has, and it's spreading. Reports from all over the globe tell of portals releasing Scarlet's twisted minions. What are you doing about it?
A fair question. Scarlet can't be allowed to complete whatever it is she started, and she must be punished for the attempt.
Very well. Scarlet is the problem and she's in the pavilion. If she's using portals to send things out, we use portals to send things in.
Marshal whatever forces you need, Captain. Scarlet and her minions must be rooted out of that pavilion to face Crichton justice.
And do hurry. The sooner we get in, the sooner we rescue the VIP hostages. Poor Farron. Who'd have thought he had hero in him?
What's the situation, Captain? Bram and I are ready if you need us.
I'd welcome the help. Scarlet's clearly been planning this for a long time, and she's several steps ahead of us. We have to catch up, fast. Our top priorities are to neutralize her minions and find a way into that pavilion.
Neutralize means break, right? Because I can do that.
That'll work for her minions, but the door doesn't look breakable. We're gonna need an alternative. Maybe portals.
I was talking to the Asuran dignitary, Vorp. He's an engineer with a background in Asura gates and teleportation equipment.
Perfect. See if he's ready and willing to help. In the meantime, I'll organize Seraph patrols to protect the streets.
So, Vorp, we need a way into Scarlet's playhouse. Ready to put your thermotechnical skills to use on behalf of DR?
Of course, I know of this Scarlet. She earned advanced engineering degrees at each of Rotosum's colleges in record time. Engineering prodigy, they said. Intuitive grasp of phenomenological design and transcendent systems. I say, I hate a show-off, especially when they're showing me up. Count me in. Taking down Scarlet is a matter of Asuran pride.
Asuran pride and human survival. Now let's put our heads together and figure out a way into that pavilion.
Rare treasure.
How interesting. Well done. You've located the attack site. This is very useful data. That sample forced me to rethink some of my assumptions. Now I need intel from an eyewitness to one of her portal attacks.
Welcome.
Anything to report? Good to meet you.
Listen carefully. I need a focusing crystal from an Aether Blade Captain, the oscillating diaphragm of a twisted horror, and a translocator beacon from one of her giant portals. There's a sort of pattern to Scarlet's madness, but the more I catch a glimpse of it, the less I want to escape. Just one more component. You've got this. Amazing work. Come back to me in Divinity's Reach and I'll install those final components. We'll stop her yet. How interesting.
When a chapter ends, another begins.
Okay, now that we're in, our first order of business is to find and free the hostages. Captain Thackeray is counting on us. Impress him, and Ritlock takes notice. Ready, Bram? Ready, Frostbite?
You know I'm ready. I can't speak for Frostbite. Then again, neither can he, because he can't talk.
He talks, you just have to know how to listen. Right, boy? See? Frostbite's ready. Let's show Scarlet what happens when you mess with our human pals.
Look who's here. But you didn't pay the entry fee. Bouncers, do your stuff.
Ears up, Bram. There's something ahead.
I see it. And it's not just something. It's the thing.
The hostages?
And a bunch of those ugly mechanical baddies. One king-size pile of scrap metal coming right up.
Hello? Anyone? Fire! There's a fire! Noble Lord's lifelong gratitude is just a rescue away!
Do come in. There's no room at the dinner table, but plenty of room in the Fine, take the hostages. I was done with them anyway. Stupid hostages.
Am I glad to see you? Help a nobleman out of a bad situation, will you? That Sylvari with the fright wig is all kinds of crazy.
Are you hurt?
Not seriously. Not yet. Scarlet likes to play with her toys, and let me tell you, she plays rough. The others are in pretty bad shape. I've been held captive before, but this is easily the scariest hospitality I've received.
Okay, we'll stay with you until we can get you all to safety. Anyone who can't walk, we'll carry.
And any of Scarlet's machine goons who come looking for poor, defenseless you will find us instead.
careful now. Death by cannonball would be funny, but killing you myself is actual fun.
The Minstrels Guild will hear about this!
The club's just not doing it for me.
Aye.
Well, the rats scurried out of the sewer. Nice to finally put a face to the tail. It's a shame the Queen forced my hand, but I must say you're quite the dance partner. Commander, this is something I didn't anticipate. And while I love a bit of excitement, I urge you to desist. The music swells.
I've got your back.
Alas, you've defeated me. And thus I have learned the error of my ways. I shall be good and sweet and nice from now on. Now you've got my full attention. I keep a list of people who need sharp reminders about how insignificant they are. Do not get in my way, little pest. There will be consequences.
Figures a schemer like Scarlet would have an escape plan. Still, we put her to flight, and that's a win in my book.
Wait, that lunatic is still on the loose? That's not good. Not for Divinity's Reach, or the Queen, or anyone, really. Speaking of royalty, did the Queen notice how brave I was right before I got captured? I'm looking for an upside here.
You're alive and intact, my lord. That's more of an upside than most of her victims got. Savor the little things.
Still, she doesn't strike me as the kind to forgive and forget. More like the kind to begrudge and bedevil.
True, but that just means we stay prepared for anything.
How do you prepare for wild-eyed, tooth-gnashing lunacy? By definition, it's unpredictable.
Look at this. So pretty.
A word, Countess? Ever since the planning phases of this event, I've been kept out of every important decision involving the Queen. I know that's not a coincidence. Nothing you do ever is.
I assure you, Captain, everything I've done has been for the good of Kryta and the throne. Scarlet was a threat I couldn't fully identify, so I prepared for the worst, and my preparations proved very effective. The only problem here is that you take things too personally when Jenna's involved.
I will never apologize for my dedication to the Queen. I will serve and protect her faithfully until she commands me not to. Keep that in mind the next time you feel like trying to keep us apart.
Can't get enough of me, huh?